I'm the scat man. I'm the scat man.
Still no cease and desist there. We're doing good. It's coming.
Never gonna be one, buddy. Never gonna be one.
Oh, let's hope.
I love the new look today you're bringing too.
I know. I got to upgrade my glasses.
We're fully embracing this. I love it.
I know. I'm taking it. It was a wild one again in the stack world last night where there was no goals early yesterday. The 7:00 games, I think four of them, there was 3 goals early. All of a sudden, the Philadelphia-Carolina game, just like everybody drew up, was the highest scoring game in the early slate. The 8:00 games, there weren't no goals. Columbus had 8 billion shots last night. Found 1 goal. It could have went up. It was a wild 11 games.
Guess what we are on the verge of right now?
Oh, God.
A lot of unders.
Stop it. No.
You and Andy Francis are coming at me on Twitter.
No, that's yesterday. One conversation you're trying. No.
Because I said early on the seasons, it's always a trend. First 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to see a lot of unders or a lot of overs. And then you're going to see teams sort of settle into their systems, play more defensively. Goalies start to find their game. And you're going to see a lot of unders start to happen in hockey. And I don't know what the total on over-unders was yesterday, but I would imagine it was favored to the under. Was it not?
Hogwash. But that's what we call that. Hogwash. That's hogwash, Mr. Colaiacovo.
What's
comment,
hogwash?
You freeloaders. That it's going to slow down. It's going to stay the same. It's going to stay the same.
Come on.
Going to stay the same. Stacks the previous weekend were not great, but a lot of that came from the Finland series, where we couldn't buy a stack.
Yeah.
There were 3 pairs in Dallas and 2 pairs in Florida. So there were 10 stacks there. I think we only hit 1. So that's where the ugly weekend comes. Sunday is God's day. And we take a rest on stacks on Sunday. That is the new stack rule number 13. No stacks on Sunday. Sundays are weird hockey days.
Yeah, well, plus you're focused on football too.
I know that, but it just seems like Sundays are weird. It's like bottom line scoring, not a lot of scoring.
Yeah.
Anything happens.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I played in the league, when the NFL was playing on Sundays, it was tough to keep your mind on hockey.
All right.
Even though you had to play, but a lot of guys would rather be somewhere else on Sundays.
All right. Let's put that one in the bank for sure. Welcome to Covers This Puck Props, 14-year NHL vet Carlo Colaiacovo, presented by Sports Interaction. Good morning to everybody there in the chat. New rule, no betting stacks on Sunday. Saturdays, okay, but Sunday's a no-go. Good rule. Thanks, JP. Just see everybody there in chat. 3-pack today. Plus 11 units on the show so far on the season. Not too shabby. Nashville, Washington, over. Sitting at 6. Totals at 6. This is a perfect storm of a team in Washington that the books are still not giving enough credit to. A team in Nashville who the books are giving too much credit to. And we're double dipping. And we're going Washington team total over 3.5, plus 130. That is an incredible price. Nashville team total under 2.5, plus money, plus 125.
They've been struggling to score lately, haven't they?
They just keep mixing it up. They don't know what to do with Stamkos and Marchessault, who have not fit in well with that offense. And then we're going with basically my new boo, Connor McMichael here. Absolutely, he's my favorite hockey player right now.
I don't understand how you're still getting plus money on this guy. This guy has clearly taken advantage of the extra ice time and extra opportunity he's getting on a Washington team that is having an easy time scoring goals almost every game. This feels like free money.
He is driving a line that consists of Tom Wilson and Pierre-Luc Dubois, who are kind of similar style players. Like their skill sets aren't very different from each other. Let's be honest. Tom Wilson probably a bit more of a banger, but neither of those guys is breaking out, going down, setting up the offense. It's him on that line. And right now we're getting McMichael back on PP1. Strome, Ovi, Wilson, McMichael, and now John Carlson. And this is the craziest thing about Washington. They can get better. Right now, they sit number 2 in expected goals for per 60 at even strength. Guess where their power play is, bud? Number 32 in the league. They're playing this well and have the worst power play in hockey.
Washington does?
Yes, the worst. Number 32.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. They're good. 5-on-5. They're great. They've been good
Wow.
shorthanded too. But let's keep it rolling. What have you liked out of Washington this year? Who, let's be honest, I didn't give Ovi much credit. I know you've been talking about him a lot on First Up, and he's been scoring, right? He had a great weekend, hit 6 and 7, I believe. Strome is leading the team in points, and that second line, led by McMichael, is giving this team some depth scoring.
Yeah. No, look, I there's a lot to like about Washington because they're a team that surprised many last year and made the playoffs, and they were very aggressive in the offseason. I mean, they go out and they bring in Logan Thompson in net to pair with Charlie Lindgren, 2 right-handed goalies, something you never see on the same
Do you
roster.
call them right-handed goal? They should be left-handed goalies.
Right-handed, southpaw.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Right-hand
Okay.
catch goalies, yeah.
Okay, sure, whatever. They make up an aggressive move on defense. They bring in Matt Waugh, who was, a top defenseman. They bring in Chikrin in a trade, so they solidify that group of defense, and they go out and make a big trade for Pierre-Luc Dubois. They bring in Andrew Mangiapane, and they shore up the depth of this team, which got you a little bit excited because if it's a team that last year was supposed to take a step back but made the playoffs, now they go make all these aggressive moves and they want to take a step forward. And rightfully so, because if they're a team that has Alexander Ovechkin, who's chasing the goal record, right? You don't want Alex Ovechkin playing on a bad team that's going to have a hard time scoring goals and winning hockey games. And I think this has energized Ovi, right? Carberry's done a good job. He's a guy normally known for being an offensive-minded coach. He's done a great job at getting the most out of their young players and even the new guys that have come in. Because remember, this is an organization that's farm team won the AHL Cup last year, the Calder Cup. And so now they're trying to elevate some of those guys on the roster. So they got a lot of good going for them. And so far throughout the season, outside of the Minnesota Wild, the Washington Capitals have been a pleasant surprise, not just because of the games that they're winning, but the amount of goals that they're scoring too. Because last year, remember how many times how many times we hit the under goal totals in the Washington games last year? Team totals? Brutal. Yeah, it was 2.5, and it was easy money for a long stretch of times.
Now they've won 6 straight home games, averaging 5.2 goals per game over those 6 games. Their last 6 home games, they've scored 7 goals, 6 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, 3 goals, and 4 goals. This team,
that's amazing, man.
This team is terribly undervalued.
So 6 straight home games, averaging 5 or more goals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he's writing it down. He's using it for his hit today. He's using it for his hit.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to make a note of this because I want to write it down. I want to hit it.
Yeah, no. JPC says Pierre-Luc Dubois was on a milk carton for 2.5 years. He struggled, and I know that's probably not a terminology that you enjoy when people say to professional athletes, but he was struggling to find his role on an offense from, Winnipeg to LA. Just didn't fit, correct? And sometimes your skill sets, he didn't have the widest of skill sets.
I just think that, leaving Winnipeg, going to LA, signing that big contract, having the pressure to live up to that big contract in a big market like LA that already has established stars. I think, it was just and he had a coach in McClellan there that was really, really hard on him to buy into play a different way. He just seemed disinterested to play hockey. And I think getting traded as early as he did, not even having that deal start to kick in, is a real reality check sometimes to some players in new situations. And I think for him, getting a new chance in Washington with maybe a more youthful, inspired group of players has really allowed him to settle into his game. and he's fit in quite nicely, surprisingly.
Him and Wilson are a funny pair, right? Like it's maybe a good spot for him. And McMichael, come on. Anybody said Ivan is mine? No, I haven't won a single dollar.
What do you mean? You have an Ivan jersey behind you.
I don't have an Ivan jersey. Stop it. What do I got behind me? What do I gotta, let's see. I'll actually move for the camera. What do I got here? Oh, you can't even see it. Oh,
is it a Blackhawks Bedard?
Yeah, it's a Blackhawks Bedard. Oh, boom!
Hey!
Oh,
who's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy?
Nice.
Oh,
yeah,
we're wearing red. That guy tear up the Halton Hills House League for rainbow trophies back in
Adams Digest. Carlo and Cardinals gear celebrating sports.
Oh yeah, that's it. Hey, Missouri. That is a big one.
Yeah, huge.
Need a Stackman custom jersey. Appreciate it. Also, you probably know who that hair is on that shirt. Shout out to Andy. Big game there. Like big the sniffer. Over. Yeah, like the over. Like the Nashville under. Like McMichael. The McMichael and Wilson stack is now the only stack because Pierre-Luc Dubois is on power play 2. And Ovi and Strome stack, I believe, is plus 134. We got Forsberg, who has a point total not at 1.5, as someone in the chat alluded to. There he is. There's Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, that's some nice hair sticking out. Yeah. But yeah, this is the first time in a while that we get Forsberg at 0.5 points. So Forsberg and O'Reilly are stacks, and sadly Stamkos and Marchessault are stacks, but I don't like them. But you have to play. That's rule number 3 in the stacks. You don't get to choose which ones you play. Detroit, Chicago. This is a silly one to me. Chicago's an even money home dog, total sitting at 6 flat. Not overdoing it, and this will make Carlo real happy. Detroit money line minus 120. Why, bud? Because Chicago's coming off that 5-game West Coast road trip.
Yes.
Dallas, Colorado, San Jose, LA, Anaheim.
5-gamer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dallas and Colorado before the California road trip. So we're there, and they were 3-2. Chicago coming back, patting themselves on the back, saying, way to go. We got Donato on the top line with Bedard and Kurashev, and they don't even have Kurashev on any power play unit. Bedard finally, I don't think he has a goal since before Halloween. He's been struggling. And Detroit, Cam Talbot out of nowhere, pretty decent goaltending from both sides. They've been up a lot of shots, but their goaltending has been great. Detroit has 4 power play goals in their last 2 games and faces a Chicago penalty kill that's allowed a goal in 7 straight and is 66% over that stretch. Detroit 2-1 win, both goals coming off that power play. Hey, if this is a coin flip, let's say we take out home ice advantage. Detroit's still a better team than Chicago right now. No, like Chicago hasn't made a step forward outside of your favorite betting angle of returning from a West Coast.
Yeah, no, I mean, even in their last 2 games, they got wins against Anaheim and I think San Jose. Nothing about Chicago is making me, confirming that they're a different team or you should expect anything different. This is still a team in transition, if you ask me.
So bad team, is that even more compounded then? Team coming back from the West Coast. So if anybody hasn't really heard Carlo talk about it, this is one of his favorite betting angles, betting on a team coming back from the West Coast. He thinks that's more of an adjustment to make in your return to the East Coast as opposed to going out West. And also returning home also brings its own challenges as family men and men of responsibilities around the house, no?
Yeah, absolutely. You like the road trip because you got peace of mind and you got a lot of time and free time to do what you want. And you come home and it's like, here you go.
Christmas, we gotta go Christmas shopping.
You gotta cook on your own. Yeah, a lot of distractions.
Oh, that makes me laugh. All right, that's where we are. Just a single play. Detroit money line. Let's go. Maybe regulation for the crazy people plus 125, but I'll just go straight money line. I do like their play.
I like these small boards. They're nice.
I love them. I love them. Yeah. Stevie Bong Rips will like that money line Detroit picks. Let me know in the chat.
Stevie Bong Rips. Who's
Stevie Bong Rips? Where is Stevie Bong Rips?
Where's Stevie? Show yourself, Stevie.
Stevie. I know I got to scroll up. Haven't seen him. He'll be there. He'll be there. Last game. Let's go. Vegas. Oilers over under sitting at 6.5. Heavy on the Knights.
Yeah. Eh?
Money line -105. Great price.
Yeah, no kidding. For a team that's 8-3-1 versus an Oilers team that's kind of like mediocre right now.
Yeah, I think they're somewhere between the two games that they had. That 3-0 loss to, who was it? New Jersey, I believe, in the second game of the back-to-back. Somewhere in the middle of that, but I'm going to stack both Vegas lines here, Stone and Eichel, because Eichel's points at 0.5, so we can put them together. We don't have to take the assist. Eichel and Stone +122, arguably top 5 pairings in hockey right now, first line pairings.
Yeah.
Eichel and Stone. And then still our favorite, my favorite for sure, Tomas Hertl and Pavel Dorofeyev. 2 people that maybe through culture wouldn't be friends in other places, but now we're in hockey. We got, what's Hertl, a Finn?
I think he's Czech.
Czech, yeah. All right, so he'll be Czech. The Czech and the Russian are 2 of my favorite because they keep paying gigantic money.
Yeah.
Like we were on them before at like +280. Now they're +325.
Giddy up.
Versus Stuart Skinner, who has an .881 save percentage on the year, is 3-4-1. I don't know. This Vegas offense is hot. 3+ goals in 9 of 10, 4+ goals in 5 of their last 6. Vegas has the number 1 point percentage in the Pacific. They're 5-1 straight up in their last 6. People might point to their road record and say they're 0-3-1 on the road, but this is a team that's 8-0 at home. It's going to balance out. Their road record's going to balance out the other way. This is an elite team right now, and I don't see Edmonton at the spot. And we still have Edmonton with the worst penalty kill in all of hockey, 32nd at 60%.
It doesn't make any sense, man. Why these good teams have such bad special teams? It's crazy. It doesn't add up. But this, I guess, is the new NHL, right? Where you just got to expect the unexpected. And normally, like, people gauge the first 20 games of a season, or at least the U.S. Thanksgiving date, as the quarter point of the season where they figure out who they are and what they're going to be for the rest of the season. And I think we're close to there, but we're not there yet.
Speaking of close there, not there yet, somehow Connor McDavid is skating and may come back this weekend, which is,
how crazy is that?
That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. But he won't be here today. So it will still be the scam line of Hyman, Nugent Hopkins. And I don't even know who the third guy is on there. I can't think.
I think is it that oh man, what's his name?
The guy's name I can't pronounce.
Philp? Is it Philp?
Philp. Is that a name?
Yeah, they have a guy on their roster. PHI.
No, it's Jeff Skinner. Sorry, Jeff Skinner's there. Now I got to find Philp. Noah Philp. Oh, okay. Philp with the PH. Oh, he's fourth line center.
Did you think I made that name up?
Nope. Yeah, it sounds like a Seinfeld.
He scored last game too, or 2 games ago. He scored.
So Nugent Hopkins and Hyman are the only stacks here because Arvidsson is still not on power play 1, which is criminal.
Can you believe Arvidsson only has 1 goal this season in 13 games playing with those guys? I guess I shouldn't be surprised when Hyman only has 2.
Yeah, right? Like you can go down the list, right? Like Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, and him have not done a lot. Draisaitl has put this team on his back. And if you're out there, I don't know. I'm assuming Draisaitl, if I pull up the odds here, Draisaitl's shot on goal must be 3.5, but he's going to be shooting again. He is the offense right now. But the stack is Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. It's not a pretty one, and I hate it. But Vegas, let's go. Vegas money line. So love Vegas, love Detroit, love Washington. And we've gone all off the board. We're on Washington team total over 3.5 at plus money. Feel free to split a unit up between that. You don't have to go on both sides. I am going on both sides. That's just me looking like a strong play. Josh, why don't you just take the -1.5 puck line at like plus 165? Nah, I'm going to go on both sides. Maybe I can wash and still win a little bit. And McMichael for a point, even money. McMichael and Wilson stack is great. The Strome and Ovechkin stack is great. And then we go to Detroit. Detroit, money line. Chicago coming back from that long trip. Let's see how they get their legs back. The Detroit stack is the entire top line of DeBrincat, Larkin, and Patty Kane, with Lucas Raymond still playing on the second line with JT Compher. And then finally, the late game, Vegas. Let's go Vegas. Money line, -105. Vegas first line stack of Eichel and Stone for plus money. Vegas second line stack of Dorofeyev and Tomas Hertl for a point each for big plus money in the threes. There is a little money line parlay going on with those teams. I like them. 3-game slates. How much do you like the small slates? You get to you get to look at them a little more, no?
Yeah, I just feel like you don't feel like you're scrambling to find something. It's easier to just focus on, the things you like because there's not many options, right?
You
don't get distracted.
It takes some time to dig in. Would I have known that Chicago was coming back from a 5-game West Coast road trip if there were 12 games on and I had to look through them? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah.
No, it takes time.
Nice of you for finding that, though.
I know. I thought of you immediately, buddy. I thought of
Thank you.
He's gonna like it.
Thank
He's
you.
gonna like it.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, let's go. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, I have it's in the where is it? Where is it? Oh, in the back. You can't see it. That guy right there. That's my Cam Neely kicking.
Oh, Dumb and Dumber
on
nice.
Jim Carrey signs. And I'll be at the card show. I'll be at the card show Saturday too. That's where I picked it up. Absolutely love the Toronto card show. There's so many cool things. I'll be Carlo Colaiacovo card hunting as well.
Nice.
See what I can pull up
right.
there. Let's go.
Right.
That's what we're playing. Enjoy everybody in the chat. We're back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. and Friday, 10 a.m. More hockey on the go. I'm Josh Ingles. He's Carlo Colaiacovo. This is NHL Puck Props presented by Sports Interaction. See you tomorrow.
Ciao.